252nd in support of assembly, maintenance, and upgrades of the International Space Station. The next item on the docket is the installation of the second of two camera light unit elbow cameras for the European robotic arm. The first of those two cameras installed as the first task right off the bat today, followed by the removal of thermal insulation and a launch restraint ring from one of the two end effectors or hands on the European robotic arm.
Олег, Денис, сейчас будет включаться лазер на манипуляторе на камерах. Не смотрите в сторону камер манипулятора.
Dennis and Oleg, here's a warning for you. We're about to turn on the laser on the cameras, so please look away from the arm and the arm cameras. Copy?
Олег, Денис, начинаем перемещение в зону установки камеры КЛУ-3.
Oleg, let's start translating to the next work site where you will be installing CLU-3.
Так, да?
Можешь мой потом перецепить?
Давай. Давай.
Can you hold this for me? while I move to the other side. Okay.
Так, на какой порции идем?
Which handrail are we going to?
Так, ну что, камеру.
The camera.
Камеру говоришь.
Угу.
Камеру говоришь.
Did you say camera?
Камеры, правильно?
So you're in the area where the camera needs to be installed?
Тогда приступаем к установке. Олег, ты
Yes, we're trying to assume the working position.
чехол FT. Длинноты, извлекай камеру.
Okay, go ahead and open the MLI flap, Oleg, under which the connector is located. And Dennis, in the meantime, you can start removing the covers from the cameras you brought with you.
А куда этот ключ ER4? Так, а куда этот ключ ER4?
Да это потом. Давай сначала это камеру поставим, потом уже будем.
Давай.
What about year 4? How about we work with the cameras first, finish those, and then we'll deal with other things later. Okay.
This is Mission Control Houston, 2 hours into today's spacewalk. Artemyev and Matveyev continue to work very efficiently in the process of installing the second of 2 elbow cameras for camera and light units on the 36-foot-long European robotic arm that's on the Naoka Multipurpose Laboratory module. The spacewalk got underway at 8:53 a.m. Central Time, 9:53 a.m. Eastern Time, a few minutes behind the timeline, but the crew has made up for lost time and is running slightly ahead of the phased elapsed time, the duration of the spacewalk as we speak. This is the 7th spacewalk in Oleg Artemyev's career, the 3rd for Matveyev, the 4th spacewalk for Expedition 67, and the 7th spacewalk conducted out of the International Space Station this year.
Okay, then I definitely need a heavy artillery here. I'm going to use a range.
Опять скорость внизу, да?
Да.
Да, может.
Make sure you orient it in the direction of the handrail.
Ногами в другую сторону.
Yeah, but I need to rotate my body 180 degrees so that my feet are end up where my head is right now. And you have the camera with you? Yes, I'm holding it in my hands. Okay.
О, так.
Держишь, да?
Да.
All right. I'm in possession of it. Do you have a good grapple on it? I do. Excellent.
Олег, напоминаю, болт 2, 4, 5.
Да.
Like just a reminder, 2, 4, and 5. Yes, I remember.
Так. Номер 2 завернул.
Number 2 is tightened. Copy, Oleg.
Так, если встретишь этого человека, который болты такие делал.
Хороший человек или не очень?
Не трогай его. Он мой.
I'd like to look into the eyes of the person who actually manufactured and made these bolts. Would you say it was a good person or not? No, he's mine, Dennis. That guy is definitely mine.
О, есть.
Так, тебе надо...
Whoa, I got one. Okay, now I need to have the wing nut. And set the wrench for tightening.
Сейчас протягиваем момент.
Не, мы уже стрелу раздвигаем.
Сейчас протягиваем момент. Мы уже стрелу раздвигаем.
What are you doing right now, guys?
Ставится вот так. Поддержка.
We are working with the Strela now.
А,
на ручке.
Ты идёшь. Ты же
Oh, wait. Oleg, 3 minutes to eclipse.
Хорошо.
Okay. I don't know if it's good or bad.
Все, протянули 3 болта.
Okay, 3 bolts are in.
Приступаем к соединению.
And now we're going to be making the connections. We copy and concur. Your go to make the connectors.
Нет, за ключ может. Подтянись его. Вот так.
Есть. Давай, могу держать его.
Okay, let me hold this. Hold it with your hands.
Двигается индикатор, наблюдаю его.
Indicator is moving. It is moved by about 1/4.
Половина.
Indicator is at half.
Напряжение мало, у меня выскочило.
I have a message, voltage low.
Так, ну до конца дотягивай.
Inaudible.
Все.
Okay,
Так, его надо протягивать?
this is done. Do I have to pass it through here?
Олег,
Oleg?
Да.
Yes?
а по дисплею какое напряжение? Вот
On the display,
прошло.
what is the value of the voltage? You mentioned voltage is low, message flashed.
24.8.
The value is 24.8.
Потому что я включил насос.
Copy. This is after a pump has been turned on.
Ты включаешь и отключаешь.
Yes, we see the voltage fluctuation as you turn on and off that pump.
Так. Значит, соедини... теперь эту самую крышечку надо снимать.
Okay, so
Да, крышечку, потом ручку.
now we remove cover and then we do the handle.
Да.
Did you complete the tightening until full stop? Affirmative.
Стоимость осталась. Крышечка, короче, и складываешь со стороны разъема.
The cover must be installed from the connector side.
С моей стороны.
Ага. С моей стороны.
It goes on your side.
Так, крышечка снята.
The cover is off. When glass panes are clear.
Теперь этот ключ надо.
Okay, so now we have to use the tool, and in the meantime, I will close the MLI.
Почти закрыто.
MLI is closed.
Так, давай этот снимем.
Okay,
Ну, открыть.
let's remove this one. Okay, this is to open.
Да.
Тебе нужно возвращаться в сторону МИ-2.
Oleg, you need to go back towards MRM2.
А что такое?
What happened? Oleg, can you translate across the arm? And what do I do after this? Then you have to go to the airlock.
Так, ну давай, я помогу.
Okay, let me help you. Oleg, you are going back to the airlock.
Помоги Олегу перескочить через манипулятор.
Денис, please assist Oleg as he translates across the arm. Okay, let us clean up at the work site, finish with the camera, and then we'll start translating. Okay, where do I put the tool? Put it in the crew log bag.
Крылок ты снимай с себя, оставляй Денису.
Oleg, please remove the crew log bag and hand it over to Denis.
Ты не переживай, иди спокойно, не волнуйся, все хорошо.
Oleg, please do not worry. Everything is fine. You are okay. Oh, me worry? No way. Okay, here's the tool.
Мы, наверное, в другое отделение.
И туда еще эту и ручку положим.
Yeah, the handle goes in there too. Okay, let me turn it around.
Давай-ка мы на один карабин, да?
Let's use one hook for both. Okay, the handle goes here.
Нет, не влазит.
Well, guess what? It does not fit.
Давай сделаем
What are we going to do?
вот так.
Okay, let's do it like this.
Сюда.
Right here.
Денис, если сейчас не получается...
Oleg, Denis, if you are not able to stow handrails in the crew log bag, leave them temp stowed and let Oleg start his translation. Okay, give us couple of minutes.
2 минуты даем.
Okay, you got 2 minutes.
Это тоже застрахован, да?
Олег.
Давай, отцепляй. Сразу отцепляй. Да.
Oleg,
Да.
Какое напряжение?
go ahead.
Я тебя слушаю.
What's the value of the voltage on the display? 23.7.
Это уже очень низкое напряжение. Тебе надо принял. Тебе срочно надо возвращаться.
Oleg, you must return to the airlock as soon as possible,
Сядет.
because if you lose power, it is not only the pump and the fan. You will lose comms. So you have to go back.
Просто
I understand.
мы же сейчас...
Снимай крылок бэк и возвращайся.
Oleg, drop everything and go back.
Олег, ты идешь по СТУ, а Денис пойдет по
And Oleg,
Денис пойдет по лидерам.
you will translate via EE.UU and Denis will translate via lanyards. And when you are back in the airlock, you will connect the service umbilical and switch to station power. So this is a heads up for you, so that you don't. Okay. Maybe it's not a good idea to hand the crew log back to you, Denise, because it's a little tangled. Oleg, we will take care of this with Denise. Your objective is to go back as soon as possible. Okay? I will.
This is Mission Control Houston, 2 hours, 17 minutes into today's spacewalk. Oleg Artemyev reporting a slight fluctuation in the voltage on his Orlan spacesuit. Russian flight controllers directed him to return to the Poisk airlock. Denis Matveyev is still outside conducting work in the installation of the second of two camera light unit elbow cameras on the European robotic arm, and will be standing by for further word from the Russian flight controllers on whether or not this voltage fluctuation has any impact on the rest of today's spacewalk.
The U.S. lights will continue operating. Yes, affirmative. Okay, Dennis, you detached your tethers here? Is everything okay? Yes, everything is fine. Okay, so now I have to jump across the arm. So here's what we do. I am going to skip over, and you will undo my hook. Oleg, this is Solovyov. Drop everything and start going back right away. Yes, yes. How copy? Copy. So, Oleg, go back and connect to station power. Yes, I copy. Vladimir Alexeyevich, I copy and understand. Immediate return to airlock. Yes, and connect to station power. Affirmative, connect to station power. Okay, Oleg, please start going back. Yes, in work. I'm already putting my legs across the arm. Okay, grab this. Okay, got it. Denis, you going to be okay without this ring?
This is Mission Control Houston, 2 hours, 20 minutes into the spacewalk. Just to reiterate, Oleg Artemyev, the Expedition 67 commander, working outside with Denis Matveyev on the installation of the second of two camera light unit elbow cameras on the European robotic arm, noted an unexpected fluctuation in the battery power in his Russian Orlan spacesuit, and he was directed by Russian flight controllers to return to the Poisk airlock to be put back on internal power from the International Space Station. The Russian flight controllers are assessing whether or not this will impact the spacewalk. Artemyev is in no danger whatsoever. He's very close to the Poisk airlock and will be re-entering the airlock momentarily.
You got plenty of time.
The two spacewalkers began their spacewalk today at 8:53 a.m. Central Time, 9:53 a.m. Eastern Time, by opening the hatch to Poisk, and had completed the installation of two elbow cameras for the European robotic arm and the removal of thermal insulation and a launch restraint ring from one of the two end effectors or hands on the European arm. The tasks in front of the two cosmonauts for the rest of the day included the relocation and connection of an external control panel from one base point to another on the Naoka multipurpose laboratory module, the testing of a torque rigidizing mechanism on the two end effector hands on the arm, and some other maintenance tasks and outfitting work of the European robotic arm.
Are tethered to your Orlan, correct? Affirmative. One on the short tether and the other is on the attachable tether. Okay, now let us move a little bit away from this side and secure the camera bundle on handrail 4105. We don't need this bundle anymore because, since it's empty.
Олег, если вдруг у нас потеряется с тобой связь,
Oleg, if we lose comm unexpectedly, select the use of injector if the fan goes off. Okay, will do.
Перейдем.
Денис, давай не за 45, не за 41.05, а за 41.07 застрахуем.
Денис, update on the handrail number. Use 4107 to secure the camera bundle. Okay, copy. Oleg, we lost the image. Inaudible. Please provide voice commentary. Okay, I'm finalizing the camera bundle on the handrail. Denis, Oleg, please provide detailed voice commentary.
Yes.
This is Oleg. I have stepped off Strela. I'm at the EV hatch. I'm ready to ingress. Ingress the airlock and connect to the station power. Copy, ingressing. Battery voltage 23.6. We copy, Oleg. Oleg, a reminder. Once you connect to station power, activate ST1 power. Pump will continue operating. Switch to station power. Sublimator will continue operating. We will do the drying once Denis is back in the airlock.
Да, надо на этот самый, на Орлан солнечные батареи, чтобы можно было подзаряжать.
I think we need some solar panels on the Orlans so we can recharge during the EVA. Inaudible. Denis, I am on handrail 4107, moving 0006, moving on to 4107. Okay, secure the bundle as close to the handrail as possible. After this is done, take a break, catch some rest. Okay, will do.
Так, люк закрывать, да?
Okay, am I closing the hatch? Inaudible.
Я аккумулятор поменяю, вернусь. Давай.
Okay, I will swap the battery and be back.
Так, защитное кольцо снимаю.
So, should I remove the protective ring?
Так, Серег, застраховал вкладку максимально.
Sergey, I secured the bundle without slack as much as possible.
This is Mission Control Houston, almost 2.5 hours into today's spacewalk. Oleg Artemyev, the Expedition 67 commander, back inside the Poisk airlock, back on International Space Station power, following an unexpected fluctuation in the voltage, the battery voltage on his Orlan spacesuit. Denis Matveyev is approaching the airlock itself. We're waiting for further word from the Russian flight control team on how we will be proceeding today. Matveyev and Artemyev were in the process of wrapping up the installation of the second of two camera light unit elbow cameras on the European robotic arm when this unexpected drop in voltage was detected. Artemyev is not in any danger. He's back inside the safety of the airlock, back on International Space Station power.
Station power. In progress.
Отстыковался уже.
So, are you still trying to connect, or you're complete with connecting the umbilical?
Отстыковал электрофал.
I have connected the electrical umbilical. What do we do next?
Олег.
Раз, два, три.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Ну, если ты
Олег. Yes, Gena.
питание СК-1 на Бове.
Once electrical umbilical is connected, turn on Orlan 1 power on EVA support panel.
Пока не будем подстыковывать. Сублиматор будет охлаждение давать.
We're not going to connect the cooling is still operating. Okay, Orlan 1 power is on the panel. Turning off
Отключай вентилятор.
the load and transitioning to station power.
Тут случилось. Эта батарея скочила и стала 26 вольт показывать.
Gena, after I connected to the electrical umbilical, the voltage dropped to 20.
cleaning up the work site at the moment.
We still see 23.2. Okay, then there was some sort of noise and it jumped to 26. Now it's 25.9. Your power switch is in auto? Affirmative.
Чудеса.
That's a mystery. Agree.
Прям как будто что-то это протолкнуло.
It's as if something has nudged it and it started showing nominal values. Okay. Still, switch to station power.
Отключи тумблер питания.
Shut down pumps and fan. Power switch to station and back.
Перешел на бортовой питание.
I'm on station power. Copy.
Ну, в общем, регулируй себе тепловое состояние и пока.
Okay, so now adjust your thermal control and then
This is Mission Control Houston. You're looking at a view from the helmet camera of Oleg Artemyev inside the Poisk airlock. He was directed to return to the airlock and place his suit on internal ISS power after experiencing an unexpected fluctuation in battery power for his Orlan suit about 20 minutes ago. Artemyev is in the safety of the airlock, never was in any danger. Denis Matveyev remains just outside of the airlock, waiting for further direction from the Russian mission control team in Korolyov as to how we may be proceeding with today's spacewalk.
I should be able to translate by the arm. Inaudible. Okay, I am translating to 4114.
So, electrical file is completely connected. Right, and I'm on 1406, now 1407. Just take your time to get to the area. All right. Unintelligible. All right. Rest for now. I'm not tired. To make sure that take the tether with me, 25 meters.
Так, переместился на 41-14.
I'm at 4114.
Сейчас в безопасной зоне, верно? Ну да, где были. Да, хорошо, тогда мы сейчас делаем доклад о том, что мы готовы к перемещению манипулятора. Да, отдыхаем.
So rest for now. Okay, I will.
This is Mission Control Houston. Just to recap, Oleg Artemiev, the Expedition 67 commander, is inside the Poisk airlock on internal International Space Station battery power, having been directed to return to the airlock about 30 minutes ago, following an unexpected fluctuation in the battery power, the voltage readings on his Orlan spacesuit. Artemiev was never in any danger, made his way back into the airlock. Denis Matveyev is in the vicinity of the airlock itself as the two cosmonauts await further direction from the flight control team in Korolyov outside Moscow at the Russian Mission Control Center as to how we intend to proceed with today's spacewalk. The two cosmonauts had completed the installation of two cameras on the elbow areas of the European robotic arm and had removed thermal insulation and a launch restraint from one of the two end effectors or hands of the arm at the time the voltage fluctuation was detected.
Будет светлее. Денис, у нас через минуту выйдет солнце.
In 1 minute we have sunrise.
Хорошо.
All right.
Олег, скажи, пожалуйста, ты выключил?
Alec, how about haircut camera? Is it off?
Выключил.
No, it's on. Do I need to turn it off? Yes, please.
Дверку оставить.
Поснимать пока.
Олег.
Haircut can be kept on.
Так, какую надо выключать?
So which one am I turning off? Haircut.
Так, это у нас... Вот это, наверное, да?
So this one, I think.
Выключилось.
It's off.
Please, Олег.
Copy, Alec.
Денис, как ты себя чувствуешь?
Dennis, how are you doing there? I'm good.
Холодно стоять?
Are you getting cold? I'm all right.
Денис, повтори еще раз.
Say it again.
Все холодно.
Inaudible.
This is Mission Control Houston, 2 hours, 50 minutes into today's spacewalk. Oleg Artemyev inside the Poisk airlock on International Space Station power for his Orlan spacesuit. It was about 40 minutes ago that he detected a drop in battery power for the suit, a voltage fluctuation. Russian flight controllers directed him to return to the Poisk airlock. Artemyev was very close to the airlock, never in any danger. Denis Matveyev, his spacewalking colleague, remains just outside of the airlock. The Russian flight controllers are placing the European robotic arm in a safe configuration while we are standing by for further word from the Russian flight control team on whether or not today's spacewalk will be terminated early or not. It would appear as if Artemyev's suit may be in a configuration right now that would not permit the continuation of the spacewalk, but we're waiting for official confirmation of that.
Если хочешь, у тебя сейчас есть время, можешь пофотографировать.
If you want, Dennis, if you have time now, you can take some pictures. Хорошо. Good.
This is Mission Control Houston. Just to recap, Oleg Artemyev back inside the Poisk airlock on International Space Station power for his Orlan spacesuit that experienced an unexpected fluctuation in voltage, basically a drop in battery power, about 50 minutes ago. Denis Matveyev is still outside of the airlock itself, as the Russian flight controllers are working to position the European robotic arm in a safe configuration before determining the next step in how we may proceed with the rest of today's spacewalk, which is approaching the 3-hour mark. The two cosmonauts had completed the installation of a pair of cameras for the camera and light units on the elbow areas of the European robotic arm. They had other work to do with the arm, including the relocation of an external control panel. All of that work momentarily on hold, pending official word from the Russian flight control team as to how we intend to proceed once the European robotic arm is configured in the right and safe orientation. At the time that the voltage drop was noted by Artemyev, he was very close to the Poisk airlock, never in any danger, and the Russian flight controllers moved in an orderly fashion to direct him back into the airlock and to place his suit on space station power.
Не смотри в сторону манипулятора. Сейчас будет включаться лазер на камеру.
Dennis, there's a laser up with the arm at this time, so don't look towards the arm. I copy.
This is Mission Control Houston, 3 hours, 7 minutes into today's spacewalk. A view of the Naoka Multipurpose Laboratory Module with Denis Matveyev, the Russian cosmonaut, at the top of your screen, working in tandem with cosmonaut Sergei Korsakov, who is inside the Russian segment of the station, as they are configuring the European robotic arm that you see extended in the foreground. Matveyev and Oleg Artemyev had been working on a variety of tasks in the continuing outfitting of the European robotic arm this morning during this spacewalk, the 252nd in support of station assembly maintenance and upgrades. Two cameras for the camera light units on the elbow area of the European robotic arm have been installed during today's spacewalk, along with the removal of a launch restraint and some thermal insulation from one of the two end effectors or hands of the robotic arm itself. Almost an hour ago, Artemyev reported a unexpected drop in battery voltage on his Orlan spacesuit. He was directed by the Russian flight controllers to return to the Poisk airlock. He is inside Poisk, hooked up to space station power for his suit, while Matveyev does a few cleanup tasks outside. The two cosmonauts awaiting formal and further direction from the Russian flight control team on how today's activities will proceed.
So the boom has started moving. Copy. I'm not looking at it. Or shall I look? Oleg, we are not getting a video from your camera, so just verbally, if you can give us a status update on how you feel, what's going on. Excellent. Just even better than at the start of the EVA. I'm energized, I had a good nap, I had a good rest. That's good, Oleg. Thank you. So what are our plans? The manipulator, the arm, will go to the base point. And after that, Denis will translate to the airlock. What about the rings? What about removing the rings? No, we will not be removing them anymore. Not this time. Well, at least maybe we should have taken the cargo boom and no, Oleg. The management gave us clear direction to go to the airlock, and that's what we're going to do. I understand. All right.
This is Mission Control Houston, 3 hours, 14 minutes into today's spacewalk.
We will be activating lasers on the cameras of the manipulator. Please do not look at the manipulator, at the arm. Copy all, will not look and copy.
It has been almost an hour since Oleg Artemyev, the Expedition 67 commander, noted a drop in battery voltage for his Orlan spacesuit. He was directed by the Russian flight control team to return to the Poisk airlock. In the interim, the Russian flight controllers have been assessing the systems and the configuration of the European robotic arm that Artemyev and Denis Matveyev had been working on in the continuing outfitting of the European robotic arm. The crew was just informed that once the arm is placed into the proper configuration, it is in the process, as you see, of being maneuvered to the correct orientation for the completion of today's spacewalk. So we now will be terminating today's spacewalk early. Denis Matveyev will return to the airlock to join Artemyev, who is on station power, hooked up to an umbilical inside the Poisk airlock. He was never in any danger during the period in which he detected the drop in voltage for his Orlan spacesuit. Made his way back into the airlock fairly rapidly, and Matveyev continued outside working on a few cleanup tasks. But the crew now has been told that today's spacewalk will end early. We'll be waiting for Matveyev to return to the airlock and for the hatch to be closed to mark the official end of today's excursion.
So is the translation towards the airlock? So just start the translation slowly. There is no reason to hurry. Take your time. And then when you cross the camera bundles, just take them with you. Don't be in a hurry. We have plenty of time. Just move along. You are translating by yourself. Therefore, verify the connection, the tethers, and just take your time. Do not be in a hurry.
To recap, today's spacewalk by Oleg Artemyev and Denis Matveyev is being ended earlier than had been planned. The decision by the Russian flight controllers to complete the spacewalk ahead of schedule made in the wake of a drop in battery voltage for Artemyev's spacesuit that occurred about an hour ago. The drop in voltage noted at about the 2-hour, 17-minute mark into the spacewalk. We're now at 3 hours, 19 minutes into the spacewalk. Denis Matveyev still outside. As you can see in this view, the European robotic arm in the process of being maneuvered into its stowed configuration for the remainder of the day. The two cosmonauts had completed the installation of camera and light unit elbow cameras on the arm and had removed a launch restraint and some thermal insulation from one of the two end effector hands that are at both ends of the 36-foot-long European robotic arm. That's when the voltage drop was detected. Into the Poisk airlock. He placed his suit on ISS power at that time. Never was in any danger. Matveyev remained outside to complete some of the cleanup work associated with the tasks that he and Artemyev had completed up to that point.
The most important, Denis, is that you take your time, do not be in a hurry, secure the bundle in such a way that it's not interfering with your translation, and then you'll continue on with moving back to the airlocks. Just take your time. And have you secured the bundle? We copy and we're getting the video from your suit.
сейчас оно у балки стрелы, поэтому
STO is at the
также обратите
cargo boom.
переносимые тобой укладки.
When you come closer to the arm, just pay attention
Аккуратно.
to the bundle as well, just to make sure it's not in the way. And then
Старайся комментировать, что ты делаешь.
using the lanyard of the Strela,
Это удобно, быстро.
then start moving. It's convenient, it's easy, using the lanyard, take your time. All right, I'm just looking to see how to orient myself better. And if you're getting tired, don't hesitate to take a pause, rest, and then continue translation. Will do.
Нахожусь на стреле.
I am on Strela.
Это Денис.
We copy, Dennis.
This is Mission Control Houston, a look at the NAOCA Multipurpose Laboratory Module. At the top of your screen is the European robotic arm that is in the final stages of being placed in a stowed configuration, with today's spacewalk by Oleg Artemyev and Denis Medvedev being called to an early end due to a voltage drop in Artemyev's spacesuit that occurred a little over an hour ago. Artemyev was never in any danger. He was directed by Russian flight controllers to return to the Poisk airlock, where he placed his suit on umbilicals to receive power from the International Space Station, while Medvedev completed some cleanup work outside, and the arm was being maneuvered by Sergei Korsakov, the Russian cosmonaut, inside the Russian segment of the station into a stowed configuration.
Let me check. So, tool caddy is here. We copy.
Проверим карабин. Small red на глиссере.
Is there? Yes, I confirm.
На ящере.
Small red.
Точно.
I got it.
Small red на ключе.
Small red. With the ratchet wrench. Yes, I've got it.
Small red.
Small red. For the equipment and tools during the EDA, I've got it. Small red. Got it. We copy Oleg. That's excellent.
The two cosmonauts working with the Russian flight controllers at the Russian Mission Control Center and taking inventory of their equipment before Matveyev returns inside the Poisk airlock to join Artemyev, who has been inside for the better part of the past hour on International Space Station power, following the unexpected fluctuation in battery voltage for his Orlan spacesuit that has resulted in an early end to today's spacewalk.
And now
the actual elapsed time of the spacewalk will come to an end with the clock stopping at the time that the hatches closed to Poisk. That will be coming up before long.
So just keep turning. I am. That's good. Excellent. So you got through. That's great.
Я тебя снимаю скрытой камерой.
Look at the camera. Just be careful. Yes, I know.
Да, так хорошо начиналось.
You know, the start was so excellent.
Тоже практически около балки грузовой стрелы. Буквально тебе пару звеньев осталось.
Yes, and you have just a little bit to translate towards the lower part. I copy. All right.
Так, а мне, наверное, к тебе, да, теперь надо?
So, I guess I need to now start moving towards you. Yes, you need to turn towards the left arm. Now, I'm just consulting with you. What's the best way to do? From the top or from the bottom? Well, try to go towards the legs. No, guys, it's better to do from the top because you have a bundle as well and there's a lot of equipment. So I can tell you. Okay, do it. I see verbally. Okay? All right. Now secure yourself to the ring. Towards that side. Yes. Yes, you were able to move through. Yes, the bundles, of course. That's another factor to consider. I think if you keep moving with your feet like this, I am, and the bundle just went up forward. Do you think I'll be able to squeeze by? You could. Dennis, let's try not to squeeze in there. All right, copy. Okay, if they're saying it's not desirable, let's not do it. Okay, let's just continue this way then. So shall I move up? Yes, that's the best place. Then you'll give me the hook or the bundle, whatever is more convenient for you, the bundle or the hook. Either way. All right. And we'll have the orbital night. Soon. All right, that's good. Just like that. Excellent. Super. No, I didn't catch you. Now I caught the bundle. All right. And I'll hand it to you and then some kind of a hook. Oh, give me your hook then. Dennis, do not go inside yet. Give Oleg the bundle. All right, give it to me. I'm ready. All right, I'm holding it like that, and then I'm securing it in place. Will you be able to take it from your side? Yes, I will. Okay, I'm holding it. Stand by. Wait. Okay, I've got it. That's it. Dennis, you are at the airlock. Now, let me kind of dive under. All right, let me figure out where to move, where to translate. That's good. Let me move this way. Stop, stop. Excellent. Very good. And Olga, we didn't need to have it. It's too bad. But of course it's too bad. But things happen. All right. And then the second one. Please wait, give me just a sec. All right, I'm moving in this way, just like that. And then the camera itself, hand it to me.
One kit is inside the airlock. Okay, hand me the rubber band. Okay, now give me the next one. Yes, like this. Okay. Okay, there you go. Okay, got a hook on. It feels empty. Did we forget something? Oh, I removed the tail, but there was nothing else. Yeah, this is a light version of the kit. Here's the second hook. Hey, hold on. Okay, now. Good, good, good. Well, looks like we will have to do an audit. Oleg, Denis, confirm kits are inside. Affirmative. Copy. Oleg, we're going into eclipse. Before that happens, check Denis's suit for contamination. Looks clean.
This is Mission Control Houston. Denis Matveyev is now back at the Poisk airlock, preparing to join Oleg Artemyev inside, following the collection of all of their tools, tethers, and other equipment associated with today's spacewalk, which is at the 3-hour, 39-minute mark. About an hour and 20 minutes or so ago, the spacewalk ran into a snag when Artemyev noted an unexpected drop in battery voltage on his suit. Denis Matveyev's suit has encountered no issues during today's spacewalk. With the unexpected drop in voltage, Artemyev was directed back into the Poisk airlock. He was never in any danger. He placed his suit on International Space Station Systems Power inside Poisk, where he has been hanging out for the past hour and 20 minutes or so.
Small red on error, tool number 6.
The two cosmonauts, before the decision was made to terminate the spacewalk early, had completed the installation of cameras for the camera and light units on the elbow area of the European robotic arm, and had removed insulation and a launch restraint from one of the two end effectors or hands on the European robotic arm, but that's as far as they went when the Russian flight control team stopped further work during today's spacewalk, directed Artemyev to return to the Poisk airlock, and then began work to place the European robotic arm in a stowed configuration where it is now, allowing Matveyev to rejoin Artemyev in the Poisk airlock. As soon as the hatch is closed, that will mark the official end in terms of elapsed time for today's spacewalk. And there's a good view as the International Space Station passes just to the south of the continent of Africa at an altitude of 260 miles. Matveyev just outside of the airlock hatch to Poisk on the space-facing side of the Russian segment of the International Space Station.
Because the hook is holding it. Denis, Oleg, we are not getting the video at this point. Please provide voice commentary. Okay. Okay, I'm freeing up space for Denis. Okay, hand me that short hook. Yes, this one. Okay. There you go. Let me hook it up. Now the second one. Okay, got both hooks on. Okay, let me take that kit.
Вот так. Так, ты где? Давай. Все, вместе сложайте.
Okay. Pressing.
Вот.
Yes, like this. Keep going, keep going.
Так, ты.
Excellent.
Как туда?
Давай.
Yes.
Ноги подожми.
Right there. Bend your legs.
Все.
Little more. Bend a little more. And spin. I think the legs are interfering.
Вот, пойдет. Все. Так, Денис, в отсеке.
Okay. Denise is inside.
Что у нас тут получилось? Пятая часть только, да, сделана?
So, what do we have here? I think it was the configured.
This is Mission Control Houston. Denis Medvedev now back inside the Poisk airlock, joining Oleg Artemyev at the 3-hour, 44-minute mark into today's spacewalk, a spacewalk that is ending prematurely due to a battery voltage drop that was detected in Artemyev's Orlan spacesuit about an hour and a half ago. Once the two cosmonauts prepare the airlock for repressurization, they'll take another check of their tools and tethers, place their suits on, well, Artemyev is already on International Space Station power. Medvedev will place his suit on ISS power as well before they close the hatch to mark the official end of today's spacewalk in terms of elapsed time, and then they'll set out to repressurize the airlock. Artemyev, at about the 2-hour, 17-minute mark into the spacewalk, reported an unexpected drop in battery voltage for his Orlan spacesuit. He was directed by the Russian flight control team to return to the Poisk airlock, where he placed his suit on ISS power. He's been hanging out since then, while Medvedev cleaned up the work site around the Naoka multipurpose laboratory module and the European robotic arm that the two cosmonauts have been working on earlier today to install cameras on the elbow area of the arm for the camera light units, 2 of them. They were installed as well as the removal of insulation and some launch restraints from one of the 2 end effectors or hands of the European robotic arm. That's when Artemyev's suit was noted to have a drop in voltage, and that is what altered the plans for the 2 cosmonauts for the rest of today's activities.
Steps, removing the protective rings, etc. Understand. Denis, are you already in the airlock? I am inside. Drying has started. Yes, Denis has been in the airlock for a while now. Okay, then please start installing the protective ring. Okay, the drying is in progress. Starting with the protective ring. Please put heat cold switch to the middle position. Copy position 3. Okay, protective ring is off, folded, and stowed. Oleg, Denis, please activate the air kit camera. Okay, so this one, yes, this one. Mine is off. We don't have LEDs illuminated. Okay, please make sure both cameras are off. Both cameras are off. Copy. Do you want me to push for you? Yes, like that, under it, around the handrail. Excellent. Talking over each other. Okay. Checking the rubber bands. Oleg, did you inspect the rubber seal on the EV hatch? Yes, we have, and we will take another look, just in case. Yes, please do.
Once again, at the 3-hour, 51-minute mark, Artemyev and Matveyev are back inside the Poisk airlock. They're taking one more look around to make sure they have all their equipment before they close the hatch to mark the official end of today's spacewalk. We'll wait for the official hatch closure time from the Russian flight control team in Korolyov before we provide statistics on today's spacewalk and the cumulative statistics for Artemyev and Matveyev. Again, their spacewalk terminated early today because of a voltage drop in battery power for Artemyev's spacesuit that occurred about an hour and a half or so ago at around the 2-hour, 17-minute mark in the spacewalk, after Artemyev and Matveyev had just completed the installation of the second of 2 camera light unit cameras on the elbow areas of the European robotic arm, which has now been stowed in a safe configuration until the next time that a Russian spacewalk is conducted to continue the outfitting of the European arm.
Олег, расскажи, там процесс сушки у тебя как идет?
Oleg, please report the status of drying.
Сушка ТО, в левом счетчике 4.
TO drying, left counter is 4, right counter is 758, 758.
А внизу подсрочка БСС больше 0,20.
And in the Orlan interface unit line, I see 020. Okay, Oleg, your drying is going on per the schedule, and both temperatures will be changing independently, unlike in Denis's suit. Right. It's quite cold in that suit. Yes, it is quite cold. 18 degrees is pretty low. So you overcooled a little bit in the airlock, and now the temperature is 15 or below. And how long is the time I need to wait out? 10 minutes? Yes, 10 minutes. Okay, this means 1 more minute left.
Так, сушка норма.
Okay.
10 минут.
Drying completed nominally 10 minutes. Copy. You are go to move on.
Закрытие выходного люка.
Copy, Oleg, Denis.
Снимаем карабин, фалос по тягам.
Go for EV hatch closure. Make sure no tethers are in the way. Loosen the tethers, remove the hooks. Okay, in work.
Проверяем отсутствие каких-либо предметов в зоне выходного люка.
Verify no FOD in the hatchway. Yes, we are doing the inspection now. Yes, please look closely. What time did we go out?
2 часа были за бортом.
So we spent 2 hours outside.
Серег, сколько мы, 2 часа были?
Sergey, how much time did we spend outside?
Были 3 часа 58 минут
3 hours, 58 minutes
на сегодня, в данный момент.
as of now.
Так, ключ ставим, да?
Okay, we're putting the tool in.
Смотрите,
Фалты отдал, да?
Okay, did you release the tether? Yes?
Да, отсутствие каких-либо предметов.
Yes. Guys, did you check for FOD?
Да, смотрим.
Yes, yes.
У нас выкручены, петли на месте.
Everything is in place. Loops,
Предметов посторонних
screws, no FOD.
не наблюдаем.
Олег.
We copy, Oleg.
Так, ключик в рабочее.
Да, сейчас его, погодите, этот.
Okay, the tool must be in the working config.
Крышку выходного люка к фланцу и
Okay, move the hatch cover to the flange.
This is Mission Control Houston, just passing the 4-hour mark into today's spacewalk by Oleg Artemyev and Denis Matveyev, both crew members back inside the Poisk airlock, following the early end to today's excursion due to a low voltage reading, a sudden drop in battery power for Artemyev's spacesuit that occurred at about the 2-hour 17-minute mark into the excursion.
Turn the hatch tool until full stop.
We are standing by for the closing of the hatch to Poisk that will mark the official end of today's spacewalk. With the official elapsed time, we'll be waiting for that number to come from Russian flight controllers outside of Moscow at the Russian Mission Control Center. They directed Artemyev to return to the Poisk airlock after he noted the drop in battery voltage on his Orlan spacesuit. He was never in any danger. Moved back inside the airlock, hooked his suit up to International Space Station power, and later was joined by Matveyev after Matveyev collected all the equipment that he and Artemyev had been using for the spacewalk to continue the outfitting of the European robotic arm. Additionally, Sergei Korsakov, the other Russian cosmonaut on the Expedition 67 crew, maneuvered the arm into a stowed configuration prior to the time that Matveyev returned to the airlock to join Artemyev.
Is it engaging?
Заходят.
Yes.
Так, ты всех видишь, да?
Да, все.
So are you... The hatch is closed.
Да, хорошо.
Copy that, Oleg.
Время ВКД за бортом вы провели 4 часа, 1 минуту.
EVA time is 4 hours, 1 minute outside. The hatches are closed.
Вы молодцы. Самое главное...
Guys, good job. The main objectives have been achieved.
Да. Стартовое кольцо осталось.
Well, LFM ring still remaining. Okay, tomorrow we will do a debrief at 8 o'clock your time. I am saying goodbye for today. Wishing you an easy and safe flight. Handing you over to the airlock people. Thank you for your hard work today. Thank you for your excellent support. We'll talk to you soon.